So today we're going to make black bean cakes with Margarita shrimp. And this is something that I came up with for my cooking classes here in Paris, and everyone loved it so much. I thought, well, I'm going to share it with the rest of the world. Y'all are really going to love this. It's so easy. First, what we're going to do is make the Margarita shrimp, which, first of all, you've got shrimp. And here, I've got pre-cooked shrimp, which is all you can find around Paris. So, and it works actually just really, really well. So I just peeled the shrimp, I put them in the bowl, and to that I'm going to add a little bit of garlic and a little bit of cilantro. And of course, if you can get fresh shrimp, go ahead and do that and just cook them up in the pan with a little bit of olive oil, some butter, and a little bit of garlic. It'll take just a couple of minutes. Put some lime in there. Now we're to the margarita part, so all of you margarita lovers, you know where we're going with this. So the lime, and aren't these tongs cool? Isn't it great to use tongs instead of something else to squeeze limes? I just love things that have more than one purpose. A little bit of salt, and that of course is sea salt, which I just love, and a little bit of Cointreau, just a splash of that. And I'm using here white tequila, which is really the best tequila to make for any margarita, including margarita shrimp. It tastes more like agave than any other kind of tequila that you can buy, and also it's the strongest. It's 90 proof, so we like that, right? So we're gonna get the shrimp nice and drunk there. Maybe just a little bit more. I mean, they're not going anywhere, right? They're not gonna be driving the shrimp bus across town. So we're just gonna toss that a little bit and let the shrimp marinate while I put together the black bean cakes. Alright, so now we're going to make the black bean cake mixture, and the first thing we're going to do is we're going to refry this up. But before we get to that, we're going to put some ingredients in with the black beans. Now, what I've done here is I have taken my black beans, and by the way, the recipe for my black beans is on the website, the Back in Black beans. Or Back in Black beans, I think is what it is. Or you can use canned if you'd like. Drain them off, get all the liquid off, because that's just going to get in the way and take the, it's going to make the whole process take longer if you don't get the liquid off. So drain them, and they look like that. To that, we're going to add some onion, chopped up, about 1/4 inch dice, and some red and green bell pepper. It's really pretty, isn't it? It's like the colors of the Mexican flag. It's also the colors of the Italian flag, but this is Tex-Mex. A little bit of garlic in there, and some cumin. Love cumin. Lovely, lovely smoky flavor. And a little bit of chili powder. And of course, some sea salt. So I'm going to mix that up. And then we're going to fry this up and let it dry out a bit. And once it does, we will let that cool, and then we're going to make the cakes. Okay. Do y'all see how dry that is? This is not even 5 minutes, and the reason why it took such a little amount of time is because I've really drained those beans well. And look at this movement here. You see how thick they are? When you push it around with your spatula, that's what you want, because this will help you form the black bean cakes once this cools down a little bit, and that's just perfect right there. So I'm going to take that off the heat. I'm going to put this in a bowl, and we're going to let that cool down for a little bit so we can handle it and then make the cakes. And that is a very heavy pan, so we're just going to lean it on the bowl. All right. Forget about how heavy that pan is. Okay, so we're going to let that cool off a bit. So while I was waiting for the refried beans to cool off, I had this great idea. Why not use an ice cream scoop to make the black bean cakes. Usually I really wait for it to cool, and it sometimes can take a while. And I did. Probably 10-15 minutes I let these cool, but we're gonna try it with the scoop and see how that goes. All right, look at that. Perfect. Here we've got about, probably a tablespoon of canola oil. So we'll just smash that baby down a little bit. Look at that. Perfect. Took a couple of minutes on the second side. We're going to go ahead and take that out. I mean, look at that. And it may not look like much, but trust me, you're going to love this. And so will your friends if you make this for them. Oh my goodness. Now, isn't that pretty? And I'll tell you, a little bit more cilantro, because you can't have too much cilantro, right? I mean, seriously, look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? And it smells just like a margarita.